Hey everyone, and welcome back to my podcast. If I'm too bright, I'm sorry. It's just I'm trying to get used to the light that I have. But anyhow, let's get started. So today's episode is all about what kind of changes is coming for me, and what am I doing to change things in my life, and why. I need to make a lot of changes, and I mean a lot of changes, because if I don't, I'm just going to keep going on the same path I'm always going on, where I just say I'm going to do something and I don't do it. So, I've decided to take about it. It's like, who gives a crap? I'm going to do it, and I don't care what anybody has to say. So these are the changes I have to make. I am now making myself a routine, and the routine that I'm making is actually a routine that I started, where I'm writing down the routine that I want to do during the day. And I did a short for it, showing people what I'm supposed to be doing. Today I had to call the doctor's office, which I did because I missed a doctor's appointment with my daughter. I was supposed to I was supposed to work out, but I didn't work out today, which I could still do some yoga before I go to bed, which I'm going to. I'm supposed to have a shower today. I'm supposed to be making dinner. Dinner's on right now. And, like, things like that. Like, important things I have to do, I'm actually doing it. I'm putting it down on a routine and everything like that. I'll put the TikTok, the short that I did right here so you can see it. Or I put it right here. But yeah, like, that's what I am doing. I'm even trying to make a schedule up what kind of workouts to do. I'm going to keep track of it. Like today I didn't do any workouts, like say squats, or I didn't do resisting bands or any of that stuff. So tomorrow I'll do something different. But I actually printed off 3 weeks worth of stuff. So I have 3 weeks to do it and get it under control. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm actually making a budget now. So what I'm doing for my budget is I'm using my 2 incomes that I have coming in through the month, which is, I'm sorry for saying this, is fixed incomes, if you guys know what I'm talking about, if you're in Canada. So I'm using those 2 incomes, my child tax and my ODSP, and I'm making a budget for it. And that is the budget I have to follow. So I have a budget where I have to pay my rent, I have to pay my car payment, I have to make a payment towards my car insurance and everything like that. So I have to follow that budget for this month, and then next month I'll do another budget. I even did a video on it. So I linked my YouTube channel down below on my podcast on this episode. Go check out my YouTube channel. You can find everything there. I do have a book channel where I talk about books and reviews, and what book I'm reading now. I'm reading a romance because it is February. And I have been reading the 101 essays. That's the other thing. I'm going to be reading a lot of self-help books this next couple months to help me through my mental health, but at the same time actually help me motivate myself to do all this and everything like that. So if I can motivate myself and read a book to help me motivate myself to do the workout, to get up every morning at 6 o'clock, get the kids off to school, get their lunches made, clean the house, clean my room, make my bed, things like that. That is the kind of stuff that I want to make changes in my life to make myself feel better and feel like I'm accomplishing something. The other thing I want to do is I actually want to start finding a place to live. That's one of the changes that is going to come in my life this year, and I'm going to make sure of it, and I am going to manifest it, and I am going to pray to God. I'm going to keep praying and say, hey, I need my own place. Because right now I live with my parents, okay? And that is the thing. Like, just getting my own place is the main thing this year, but at the same time, the other thing is that I'm trying to get my sister, who is a book channel YouTuber. She's a YouTuber herself. She does a lot of things on books, little libraries. I'm trying to get her to start a podcast because she loves books. She loves to read, and she's always has loved to read. And I'm hoping that maybe we can do a collaboration or something on our podcasts about things. But we'll see what happens, right? We'll see. We'll see what we can do. But that's the thing. Like, that comes with time. That comes with change. The other thing I want to change is going to bed on time. Like going to bed at a good time, like going to bed at 8 o'clock at night and then waking up at 6 o'clock. Having a good 8 hours sleep will help me function every day, just to be able to do things. That is the major thing that I want to do, is just make a lot of changes in my life, making that would be good for me, getting out of the habits that I'm used to, getting out of the habits that I know that I shouldn't be in and I know I shouldn't have. But those habits are going to disappear in time. Like me vlogging, that was supposed to happen today, to put up a video, because I fixed my banner for my YouTube channel, right? And it says Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'll be putting videos up on that channel. But I have a fitness channel, and I have to and I'm going to be working on that on Kavanaugh, is where I will be doing the fitness thing. We doing the banner on my YouTube channel for that. So I'll be working on that tonight, and I'm hoping, like, I'm not going to go all out like I used to. Like, I used to think, oh, well, these people have this YouTuber has that, no, that's not the way I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it simple and normal and the way I like it. I'm not going to do what I think that people want to see on my channel. No, I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's the one thing that I need to change in my attitude and in my head. It's like, don't do what this person's doing. Do what you want to do. Don't follow this person because this person's doing it. It's working for them, but this could work for you, or this could work for you. You know what I mean? Like, I have to figure that out. And it's going to take time. Like I said, I'm going to keep saying it, but making a routine, getting on a routine, and getting on a budget, and just managing my money right, and then doing my fitness goals and my habits, and writing it all down, and even writing in my journal. I want to do that. I want to be able to do all that stuff. But the reason I want to do this is because of the fact that I have made wrong choices in the last 6 years of doing YouTube. And I thought I was making the right choices for my channels, and I haven't been. So I do a lot of shorts too. I do a lot of TikToks. I do a lot of that stuff. But I even have an Instagram where I put up self-help stuff from TikToks, of other people's TikToks that they put. And I think that the fact that, and I even do it on Facebook, and the fact that I do that is helping me understand what I need to do, and not to listen to other people, and not to listen to the people around me, right? But yeah. But that's the thing, right? You got to make these changes or to function and to be able to get somewhere in life. So if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I don't care what that person has to say. Like, just recently I put a short up about my nails. I got my nails done last week. And somebody made a comment saying, dumb, ugly video, YouTube video, whatever it is. And I just deleted that comment, because I was like going, I don't care what you have to say. I like my nails. They look good on me. I feel comfortable with them. And it takes a lot for me to do something. So that's the other thing that I'm going to change, is coming out of my comfort place and just doing it. Just do it, and not let anybody stop you otherwise. The other thing is I did, I recorded myself. I didn't record myself, but I recorded myself, like doing, what is it called? I wrote out my to-do list yesterday, and I actually put it all out, and then I did a short for it, and the guy made a comment. I'll show you. The guy made a comment on this, like, okay, that's how I write. You got a problem with it, don't make a comment on it. I don't have to put A and D at all. I just put the @ sign, and there you go. To-do list, routine, scheduling. I did that because I couldn't put it right next to each other, and I didn't want to waste any paper, because paper is expensive. Let me tell you that. I went and bought paper the one day, and it cost me $47 just for paper for my printer. Ink's even expensive. It's getting ridiculous, but that's not the point. The point is a lot of things are going to be changing in my life in the next 11 months of this year, and I'm hoping that by December those changes that I make are good for me and good for my children, but plus are good for me because of my habits that I have. That is the one thing that I want to change, is my habits, my bad habits that I have. I have the habit of, eating too much junk food, drinking too much bubbly, which I do. And I'm trying to take myself off pop, but I'm having difficulties doing that. So sometimes I need a pop, but sometimes like when I had COVID over the summer, it tasted more like watery, like it was watered down and everything. But yeah. But the point is this, is that, sorry about that, that's my niece in the background. I live with my family if you hear any noises. But the sad thing is that if you want to change your habits, you can do it. Don't let anybody stop you. I want to start going back to the gym. I want to start working out. And those are the habits that I want to get into. Right now, I'm not into those habits. Right now, I sit on my bed, I watch TV, I go on my phone, I do all that. I'm even getting a lock thing from my phone here to go into. So when I have to do something like this, or I have to do a video or a book video, or if I have to read a book, I can put it in the lockbox for, let's say, an hour or an hour and a half and be able to do that stuff, okay? To be able to do that stuff and not have to go back on my phone and be able to be distracted by it. And I've seen YouTubers use those boxes to clean their houses, to do what they need to do because they're on their phone constantly. They'll go on TikTok like I do. I'm not saying anything's against it. I go on TikTok and I just swipe up and I keep swiping up and I keep swiping up and I like and I follow and things like that on TikTok. I even do it on YouTube. I watch a lot of shorts and like, follow, subscribe. That's what I do. And I have to get out of that. Like, I'm not going to get, I like to follow and subscribe to people, but I have to get to the point to where I do what I need to do to get it done. I've ordered a lot of things off of Etsy that has to do with PD files to all of that to help me with stuff. And like I showed you there, my routine thing and my to-do list and getting on a schedule and everything like that. That is actually something I printed off from Etsy. I bought it from Etsy and it actually has, I used it last year for a bit and it was helping me to get things done, to remind me that I have to do some stuff. The other things too, the budget, all of it. Sorry. All of it. I had, I got it from Etsy and I bought it for like maybe $3 to $4. And I even bought an ADHD because I have ADHD. And you guys probably know that who's been listening to me. I even bought an ADHD journal and to help me with some stuff like making my bed, brushing my teeth, just to remind me to do certain things because I get into the habit where I just don't want to do it. And then there's the one is scheduling. The other one is scheduling. Yeah. So yeah, like that's pretty much it. But that's the thing, right? You got to be able to do it. And the other one is making appointments and everything. I forgot about a doctor's appointment today, guys. And it was for my daughter and me. And my daughter got mad at me because it was at 9:30 in the morning and I forgot to write it down. And I don't know if there's any parents listening to this, but I don't know if you guys do exactly the same thing where you guys forget to write things down and you forget that there's appointments and everything like that. And you feel like crap after. I felt really like crap because she needed to see the doctor, but I rebooked it for the 27th at 2:30. And I feel so bad because she wanted to see the doctor because her mental health is off. Her anxiety is like this, like going up and down. And that's so like, I'm just, I gotta get her to the doctors. I gotta get myself to the doctors too. But yeah, like it's just so much. And it's like with doing my podcast. I want to do more episodes on my podcast, get it noticed and everything like that. I want to get out there and just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it. And that's all to it. But like I said, just by talking about it, just by getting into those habits and making those changes in my life is going to be an amazing benefit for me, but it's going to be an amazing benefit for my children and my family and everything. And probably I'll see a difference in myself. Like this summer, I want to go do a lot of trails because I have a series on my YouTube channel, my main channel where this goes. And I go and do trails. And I have one more to do where we were. And we're going to do that probably in March or April because I don't know what the weather's going to be like because sometimes we have some types of weathers in Canada that's not good and that is good. We have times where we're like, I live in the country and we're like stuck at home because we're we can't get out, or it's too cold, or the roads are too bad. So it's kind of hard for us to judge it. In March, we usually get an ice storm for the last winter. And when we get that, we have to be careful, because like that ice storm, I driven in it before, like about 6 years ago. I drove in it from London to home when I was living in Stratford. And it was awful. And I mean awful, guys. Like, I had to drive on the side of the road to be able to get home, because that's how bad the roads were. And I will never do that again. My car stays parked, and that's all to it. And I don't drive when that ice storm comes around. But I don't know if we're going to get it this year. Like, we've had some really bad winter weather lately. And we've been having cold fronts and all of that stuff. So I don't know what we're doing. If the groundhog saw his, I don't follow that, but if the groundhog saw his little shadow, then we're gonna not have an extra 6 weeks of snow. But if he didn't, we will. But no matter what, we always, and that's the thing that nobody understands here, we always have 6 weeks of extra snow, even though the groundhog has seen his shadow. And we always do. And that's coming from somebody in Canada. I don't know about what other Canadians think, but that's what I think. Like, we go through it, you know? But like I was saying, like, when the summer comes, pulling out the shorts, pulling out the swimsuits, going to the beach, coming out of my comfort place. I have 2-piece swimsuits. I have it all. And I'm actually going to be doing a swimsuit haul on my on this channel. And I'm going to try them on, and I'm going to come out of my comfort place, and I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to say, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do it. I don't care what people think of me. I do, but I don't care what other people think of me, because this is my body, not theirs. But I have to figure out what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it, and just do it. If I come back on this week and do another episode of a podcast, I come back on and do another episode of this podcast. If you're listening to me, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for giving me this chance. Thank you for downloading it. Thank you for coming and listening to me rant and rave about my struggles of losing weight, of my struggles with my mental health, with all of it, with talking about my ADHD, all of it. Like, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to tell you how I'm doing and how life is affecting me in everyday life, and trying to lose the weight and struggling with gaining it, then losing it, then gaining it, then losing it. Thank you so much for listening to me. But the truth is this, is that I know I have to get my life on track. I know I have to get my life back to normal. And it's going to take a while, since, you know, our lives were all turned upside down in 2020 when we all had to be kept home with our families and everything like that. I understand. I totally do. But as for, you know, the losing of the weight, going back to the gym, I was going to the gym there for a bit, but then I stopped. But I want to go back. And I have to get that habit in where I go at, say, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, going to the gym, starting my day at that time, coming home, sending the kids off to school, then going and doing yoga, do a yoga class, do this, do that. I need to get into that habit, and it's going to take a while, and I'm going to keep talking about it on this podcast, about my habits and how I'm dealing with them. But dealing with losing weight, I'm struggling. Like, I go up and down from I'm now at 251, and I'm sticking at 251, and it's irritating to no end that I'm sticking there. And I know that I have to get to love my body, but I have a problem with that. I don't love my body. I don't like my body. I have body problems. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I look in a pair of jeans. I don't like the way I look in a pair of jogger pants. I don't like the way I look in any of that stuff. I bought a bodysuit. I wore it once, and I don't like the fact how it makes me feel. It doesn't sink everything in. And, you know, the sad part is that when you listen to these people on these commercials, and they show you these commercials, don't ever believe everything you see. Because it's all altered to make you want to buy it. It's like with the Instagram stuff. I buy things off of Instagram all the time, and it's not what I was looking for. It wasn't the thing I was trying to find. It was something else, right? And I've bought a couple things from Instagram, and a couple things from Facebook, and a couple things, and they're not the products that I see on, that I bought. They're something different. And that is the thing. Like, how are you supposed to believe these ads? Like, just recently, last month, I purchased something from, not last month, but the month before, I purchased something from Amazon. It was 2 mystery boxes. Did I get them? Oh no, I did not. But then I found out it was a scam, and I fell for one of the Amazon scams. Don't ever fall for that. You know, the workout equipment. I bought workout equipment online, and it's not what they say it is in the picture, and it's something different. Like, just be careful with the ads that you see out there on Instagram and Facebook. I haven't bought anything from TikTok. I've watched a lot of videos on TikToks, viral TikToks that have gone viral, and they seem to be legit. They seem to be what these people are buying. But I've had it to the point where I bought a drone, and the drone wasn't even the drone that I was supposed to get. It was some cheap made thing. And it was like going, okay, so I was supposed to get a drone. Where's the drone? This isn't the drone. And it wasn't working, and it broke the same day I got it. So yeah, and I never got my money back for that. And I was so disappointed in myself that I wasted $30 on that. And it wasn't even the drone that was in the picture. So you got to be careful, because off-market people who have off-market things are selling them, and they're not. It's like with this bodysuit that they're saying on Instagram, it's the bodysuit of the world, and they're using someone else's ad. Don't ever believe that. Like, I can tell you how many things I have bought from those things, and they're all fake. And it's like going, this bodysuit that's supposed to squeeze my fat in, you know, it's supposed to be a body shape type of thing. It's not a body shape type of thing, guys. It's not. I wore it to get my nails done, and it didn't shrink my waist. It didn't. And it's kind of weird, because I've even bought bodysuits from Amazon, and they were 2X's, and they did not fit me. They wouldn't go on, and that was the most embarrassing thing. That's the other thing. Just trying my best on not to let things like that get to me is one of the things that I'm going to have to do. But I don't let a lot of things get to me. If it gets really bad, it does get to me. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. But anyhow, like, I'm sorry for ranting. I'm sorry for just going on about some stupidest things. But from experience of buying stuff from Amazon, from Instagram and Facebook. Like, I did get something legit. I bought my daughter 2 stuffed animals from, let's say, Facebook, an ad from Facebook, and it was the actual thing, and it came in, and it was a Reno cat and something else, a little stuffy, and it was legit. It was what it said it was going to be. But sometimes it's not, and I repeat, it's not. It is something else. Like, I bought these overalls, and it was supposed to be something funky, and it came in looking like something else, and I bought an orange one and a black one, and the black one just fucking, I'm sorry saying this, guys, but the fucking black one stinked so bad that I had to wash it, and it smelled so bad. It smelled like something from Shein. Like, I bought black jeans from Shein before, and I've had it to the point where Shein jeans actually stink. But like I said, getting out of that habit of buying things like that is going to be hard for me, because, like, I love the ads. I love the stuff. Even with hair loss, because I have hair loss. Just trying to get that stuff. Just trying to. So the things I'm going to change in my life is trying not to buy things that are ads on Instagram. I can't promise you everything. Trying to buy the legit stuff and find it online properly. Find the actual website. But you know what? If you can't afford it, yeah, get the knockoff from it. Like, I'm not saying not to, but get the knockoff from it because it's cheaper, right? Because the real one could be like $168 to $200. But, like, things are just expensive. It's ridiculous. But just trying not to buy a lot of things off the ads. Trying to make sure that it is what it is. Doing my research is one of them. When I want to talk about something, do a research on it. The other thing is, don't take people serious. Just shrug it off and go, whatever, you know, that's part of life, you know, that people want to be like this, that's fine, you know. Just trying to, sorry guys, my computer keeps going off on me, but just trying to get to the point where you're not buying fake things. You're not buying things off of Instagram or Facebook that's not legit. So yeah, that's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna be able to, I think I'm gonna be able to do it. Just sticking to my budget is one of the things that I'm gonna have to do with my life, and changing that, like sticking to a budget, saying, okay, I have this much money, I can't spend this, I have this to pay, waiting for my bills to come out. That's gonna be the biggest life changing that I'm gonna have to make. But plus, trying to get off my ass and just make a big life change, and how I'm gonna do it, and just keep talking to you guys about it, who listens, who watches, and just enjoy myself doing it. And hopefully to God that I can, hopefully to God that sorry for saying his name in vain if anybody's listening to this. Hopefully I can do it, and I can do it to the point where if I believe in myself, I know I can do it. I can do whatever I want. Just trying to get to that point is going to be difficult for me, but getting to it will be accomplished in my life. I'd feel good. I'll keep going on that routine. I will not stop. I'll just keep going and going and going until I get to where I want to be. A place of my own, losing weight, being healthy for my kids, and yeah. And man, do me a favor, when you're talking to a woman online, don't automatically call them up and start doing something to yourself because you think that woman needs to see that. No, we just want to talk. But I'm sorry for mentioning that. I should never have mentioned that. I'm not interested in seeing that right now. I'm interested in getting to know somebody. I am a single mother of 2, and I don't really care if this causes confrontation, but seriously, we're not interested in seeing it or you doing something to it while we're sitting here on the phone with you. Just by experience, please do not do that. Smart now. But I'm just like so baffled that I know I can do it. I believe in myself. I can do it. But those are the life changings that I want to make in my life. And I'm hoping that I can do it. And that I can get off my ass and make those life changes. And just do it. Because, seriously, if I want to be a better person, if I want to be in a better place in my life in 5 to 6 years down the road, I have to get off my ass and do it. And manifesting it or talking about it or believing in it, and people look at you going, well, you can't do it. Just say, fuck you, and go to, you know what I mean? I stopped myself there. Just, let's just do it. Who cares what people think? Who cares what people have to say? Just get up and do it and prove to yourself that you can do it. Don't prove it to that person. Prove it to yourself. Because let me tell you something. That's what I'm doing. I've always been told that I can't do anything. I'm going to prove to these people, and I'm going to prove to myself, actually. I'm actually not going to prove it to these people, but I'm going to prove it to myself that I can do it, and I can do anything. That's why I do YouTube, and that's why I do my podcast, is to prove to myself that I can get the courage up, sit in front of a mic, and tell you guys on how I feel, and what is going through my mind, and how I'm dealing with it, and how I'm dealing with my weight loss, how I'm dealing with just gaining weight, not able to lose it. I am doing this to prove to myself that I can do it and come out of my comfort place and tell people, F you, leave me alone, grow up, and stop controlling me, and stop telling me that I need to do this or do that. This is my body, not yours. If I want to lose the weight, I'm going to lose the weight. If I want to go out and eat hamburgers, fine, go out and eat hamburgers. Like, I have to get to that point, but I know I have to, and I'm going to get to that point, and I'm going to take time to do it. But I can tell you one thing right now. Just trying to get there is going to be the hardest thing I have to do, because I'm going to have stumps, and I'm going to have problems. But anyhow, this is going to be a 30-minute podcast. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my rant. But before I end this, please hit the subscribe button, notification button, and don't forget to, don't forget to go check out the video. I'll link it down below. But I did link my YouTube channel down below that has this on it, and go check it out. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm sorry if I said anything offensive, and I'm sorry that if you didn't like what I said. But anyhow, I'm just trying to get this to 30 minutes. But you all have a